I really enjoyed this story. This story was spot on in talking about like karma.
I love the visual aspect of it. You know, the color correction and all of that was actually great. It makes you think that this guy is somewhere where he doesn't want to be.
All fundamentals of filmmaking are incorporated. Sound, pristine, very, very great. I love the sound. What I didn't like is about when you have on a phone call, it was hard to place if it was in real time or was he listening to a recording? What was going on? Was it something being played over was it an interview that he was reminiscing on?
The only problem is that it did go over time by like 11 seconds. So if you cut out probably a lot of the knocking or probably just a simple knock knock.
The cinematography, you know, I think there is some part of it that you could have just add some lights in it to make it, you know, better visually.
Number one, I always look for sound. That's the number one thing. And then you did a great job on sound. But check that room tone. And actually, I like the rumble of it because I didn't know what type of apocalypse that we were going through when we were watching this project.
So great work with the story. I loved it. I loved the theme as well. The sound at the end just got very high, and I'm sure it went a little over the balance that should have been. So
the time that it was given was 1 minute, and it exceeded those 1 minute.
In short form, I'm just gonna tell you, it usually doesn't work unless you've had years of practice. And if you guys are having years of practice and that's your product, you guys still have to practice some more. Trust me.
I just gotta say, I enjoyed it very much. I loved how there were clues left of like, oh, okay, someone ran away, someone was dropping stuff, and then you're like, oh, a hand's there.
Now, my only concern that I have with that is, I mean, it's not a concern, I think it's just a choice of the director, but I wish he showed us, you know, the face of those two women.
It's time to announce the winners of the 1 minute short film competition. Ladies and gentlemen, and filmmakers around the world, welcome to the first official event of International Film Operation. My name is Nilo Leon and I'm the director of IFO, and today my guest is the former judge from the 1 Minute Short Film Competition Festival, the theater guy, Scott Mena. How you doing, Scott?
I am doing awesome. I'm really excited to watch some movies and see who wins.
All right, let's get it on.
Come a little closer, closer.
Welcome back, folks, to the International Film Operations first event. Scott, you and I know the great amount of content of people telling stories around the world. Tell me about international filmmaking. What is your favorite style?
Well, I love a whole bunch of different styles. Specifically, I really enjoy the Japanese style, especially the older films like during the 50s, 60s. Like a lot of those had this unique storytelling that really just captured that time period, and they really loved to dive into like storytelling and the colors and the vividness of it. It was so beautiful. So
Okay.
yeah.
So would you say that the Japanese is one of your most favorite style so far?
Yeah, especially during that time period, and a lot has. I mean, we've seen so many other different types of of countries that have been kind of standing out recently, but yeah, I really enjoy it, especially the classics.
All right. So how will you apply that style into making your short films or your content?
Ooh, especially with the way that they approach with color, and also with the way that the storytelling is presented. Like I love the way that, especially there's a film called Kwaidan, that film, like if you see it, like the cinematography is amazing and the color is just so vibrant, and it's also kind of a horror story, so there's a lot of these like undertones and stuff like that, but I just love it. I really love the uniqueness of it, and for me, I'm like, sometimes the way, for instance, with a Korean film called Parasite, the way that is being presented, with where you're expecting the storyline to go a certain way, and then boom, it shifts, and so for me, I'm like, as a writer, also, I want to be able to surprise my audience.
Okay, perfect. All right, so let me tell you something about the Japanese culture or the Japanese filmmaking style. In my opinion, I believe that they go too strong when it's about wardrobe, when it's about props. When they go strong into wardrobes and drops and lighting, oh my God, that looks so fantastic. I know that they are really strong into that, and they have one of the best short films out there, and feature films too. Now, as we know, have you heard about these terminologies about, besides Hollywood, like Tollywood, Bollywood, Lollywood? Do you have any concern about that? Any opinion about those kind of cultures into the new Hollywood?
Yeah, I feel like they're still continuing to go out there, and I know that we do live at a time where COVID has affected a lot of things,
Right.
and we also have lost a lot of amazing people in the Bollywood community and some other, even in Hollywood. So I know that that's been affected, but I know at the same time too that a lot of things will come out from this time period. We're going to have a lot of interesting stories that will come out from these different types of Hollywood and Bollywood, and from Korea and all these different places. We're gonna have some interesting stuff coming up. So I'm really excited to see what kind of stories we're gonna hear.
Okay, I have another question for you. I was researching, and I heard that one of the most independent filmmakers, the most who make the films, are from China. What comes to your mind when you hear China at the most filmmaking, doing content all the time? So, what comes to your mind? Like, wow, are they doing more than the continent South America, or than United States or something like that? What comes to your mind when you hear that?
China is such a big country,
Okay.
and so rich with culture too, and also there's like the views there are so different too, but so open, and so I'm just really excited to see what comes out from the independent side of China. So that should be really exciting to be able to see all of those things like come out and these stories. So yeah, I'm excited to see, especially with independent, because sometimes the big budgets are kind of pretty and nice, but independent, like you get that nitty gritty kind of stories, and those films are some of the best things to watch.
All right. Scott, how will you apply international filmmaking style into your films as a filmmaker?
So I really adore this film called Parasite. I'm sure a lot of you have seen it, by Bong Joon-ho. And the thing about Bong Joon is he really loves to add different genres and stuff to his films, and it's not just one genre or subgenre. But so with that, like the way that he tells his stories, and they're always surprising, and that's something that for myself as a filmmaker, like I also want to engage my audience in my film. So that's definitely something that I want to apply more of, like surprises and things that will get the story going, but keep the interest of the audience as well.
All right, there we go, folks. Same question goes for you. How would you apply international filmmaking and their style into your style? Please comment and share below. Comment, learn, share. Please let us know. And that way you get the chance to win a prize for the next festival.
Man, I wanted. Okay, I'm gonna comment too.
Go ahead.
Nanook, venga a comer, chiquito. Venga.
Scott, international filmmaking is a really broad topic to talk about, and everyone has a different style. Let's find out from our judges what they think about international filmmaking and how would they apply their style into their films.
Hi, my name is Blondell Kengewa, and I'm a writer and a film director, and I'm glad to be here today to talk about international film. Speaking of international film, I'm from Africa, so every movie that is made outside of Africa, they're all foreign to me. And my favorite one are Americans and Japanese ones.
Hi guys, my name is Carluca Prieto and I'm the owner and main director at Fusion Studios, production house here in Orlando, Florida. We specialize mainly in commercials, as well as we've done some mini documentaries, and some short films. Some of these projects have won some awards, and we're pretty happy. I'm pretty happy to be here with you guys at the IFO.
Hello guys, my name is Fernando Rivera, also known as Sarcasm the Savage. I'm a director with Cool Nerd Vision, based out of here in beautiful Orlando, Florida. First off, I want to say thank you to joining us today for the International Film Competition. It makes a great deal to us that all of you can join us from around the world.
I gotta be honest with you, I don't really get married to a particular style. I enjoy different styles. As long as the story connects well with me, doesn't really matter what kind of style it is. But I can tell you that most of the international films that I watch are coming from South America or Europe itself, right? And I know the ones that I enjoy the most treat a lot of social problems, also some political and economical problems too, in a tasteful way. The way they presented in the movie was very tasteful, and it was dramatic. It had a little bit of thrill to it. Definitely something I enjoy.
Ever since a little boy, my favorite film style internationally has been anime. From Dragon Ball Z all the way to probably one of my favorite films, as you can see from my shirt, Akira. I just love how anime can really just take you on a great journey anywhere, all the way from a fantasy world adventure like Spirited Away, or somewhere in some post-apocalyptic cyberpunk future like my shirt says, Akira. In fact, to this day, I still play Pokemon Go, and I play a bunch of Gundam on my PS4.
I love samurai movie. You know, it's always about fighting, sword, and they deal with, you know, historic drama, which is pretty cool. You know, we don't see that every day. And when you get to experience the style, you know, the visual of those movies, it's pretty amazing. You know, who doesn't like that? So, yeah, I like the style of, you know, samurai movie. And my favorite director, you know, his name is Christopher Nolan. The reason why I love him is because, you know, it deals with psychological movies or stories, and also time travel. You know, I love those type of things. Like when you mix them all together, it makes your story very compelling and very interesting.
Now, when it comes down to my favorite international director, two guys come to mind, and they're both Mexicans. One is Alejandro Iñárritu, and the other one is Alfonso Cuarón. I mean, they're from Mexico, even though they established themselves already in Hollywood, in Los Angeles, and they're making your typical Hollywood movie. They first established themselves as filmmakers and directors in their own country. You know, they have movies that are still playing really well, and people know them really well, but they were made in Mexico. Some of them were made, I know City of Man was made in England. So I'm not really sure if that was a Hollywood movie. I feel more like it was an independent movie by Alfonso Cuarón. But definitely something interesting about these two guys is that they went out there and they established themselves as filmmakers, and then they moved to the big leagues, to Hollywood. So that's interesting.
Now, even though I just said that my favorite film style happens to be anime, my favorite director is actually Steven Spielberg. I just really like, just like an anime, that he can take you on a wild adventure to save space aliens in E.T., all the way to the year 2054 for Minority Report, or in present time, bring back dinosaurs from the dead for Jurassic Park. In fact, I actually still play Jurassic Park on my Xbox, no shame at all. But anyway, guys, I'm happy to be here. Let's get into some films.
A usted le quedó grande darnos amor, le quedó grande ser un papá. ¿Quién le dijo a usted que era yo el que tenía que rogarle porque hiciéramos vainas, porque saliéramos por ahí? Eso era su responsabilidad. Pero bueno, usted siempre fue así. Y ya, yo pensaba que para estar bien conmigo mismo tenía que estar bien con usted. Como si esas dos cosas fueran de la mano o algo así. Y ya me di cuenta que no. Que si usted no está interesado y nunca lo estuvo, yo no tengo por qué estarlo tampoco. Igual ya no nos vemos, usted está en sus cosas. Yo estoy en las mías. ¿Cuál es el punto, no? Como de seguir sufriendo por cosas que ya pasaron. Lo mejor es que usted siga haciendo lo que hace y yo haciendo lo que yo hago.
All right, it gives me great pleasure to introduce our first film, all the way from the United Arab Emirates, Amber. Enjoy. Alright guys, that was Amber, and I hope you guys enjoyed it just as much as I did. Something really unique about that film that I actually like is that the filmmakers pretty much just didn't use any dialogue. I'm sure you noticed that, it's pretty obvious. I just like how they relied on visual representation, visual storytelling to pretty much tell their stories. Now understand, this is an international film competition all around the world, right? So these filmmakers use the language that all of us filmmakers understand, and that is visual storytelling. That's just storytelling at its core. And I think that was like, that fact alone blew me away. I also think it's kind of funny how the guy kind of tried to kill the other guy without half of his beard. Also, I gotta say, the introduction shot, like when you kind of just see his barbershop and he kind of enters it, I thought that was a pretty, it just immersed me in the world right away. And like I said before, the fact that the guy did it without any dialogue at all is like, psh. So yeah guys, those were my things, those were my little critiques on the film. Not a lot of bad, I gotta say. With that being said, let's move into our next film, Double.
Welcome back, and that was Dabo. I really liked it. It was great. And to say that that was his first short film with his girlfriend, and I'm pretty sure that was also her first time acting, that was really well done. You know, I like the lighting, the cinematography was really well done. You know, the color and all of everything was very well done. You know, and the pace of the movie, it's also one thing that I really like about it. You know, it builds the tension. You know, it gets you going. You kind of feel something was going to happen. You know, I kind of have the impression that we're going to transition into, you know, another dimension to see what is going to happen, or is there another version of her, you know, underground or under the world or whatever, you know. But that was cool, you know. The only thing that I have to say about this is the demon, if you have to say, you know, I wish that demon came out from under the bed, you know, instead of the side, because, you know, when she was reaching, she was going, looking down to see what happened, and she saw that hand. So I wish the demon came from there instead of the side. So that's the only thing that I have to say about this fight. It was really good though. I really liked it. And next one we're gonna be watching is Lift. I'll see you next.
यार कैसी लड़की थी ना वहाँ पे, क्या कपड़े पहन के आई थी वो। अरे तू आया कितने बजे?
भैया।
अबे यार उसके बारे में क्या बताऊँ तुझे।
भैया।
नहीं 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 नहीं, मैंने कुछ नहीं किया, ये कोई बात नहीं हुई, सब कुछ मेरे पे डाल दिया। ये मेरे को पता नहीं, लेकिन हाँ कुछ तो हुआ था वहाँ पे। एक मिनट भाई, क्या हुआ? नहीं चाहिए?
नहीं।
तो क्या चाहिए?
मुझे बस से गली पार करवा दो।
पक्का तुझे पैसे वैसे नहीं चाहिए?
नहीं।
या मैं तुझे कॉल करता हूँ थोड़ी देर में। चल। नाम क्या है तेरा? ओ हीरो, तेरे से पूछ रहा हूँ, नाम क्या है?
अंशु।
कहाँ रहता है?
उधर।
गाड़ी के ऊपर?
नहीं, वो पीछे वाली बस्ती है ना।
हाँ।
उधर।
अच्छा। अच्छा ये बता, तू गली में आने से डर क्यों रहा था?
यहाँ बहुत कुत्ते हैं ना भैया, जब वो भौंकते हैं तो मुझे बहुत डर लगता है।
और वो तेरे पे क्यों भौंकते हैं? हाँ?
पता नहीं भैया, क्या पता वो भी बाकियों की तरह कपड़े देखते हो। भैया। के गए भैया? भैया, थैंक्स फॉर द लिफ्ट।
थैंक्स टू यू दोस्त, ये लिफ्ट मैंने तुझे नहीं
तूने मुझे दी है।
Oh, what a beautiful piece! I tell you, I really enjoyed this movie. I noticed that the whole idea, the whole message was delivered in a really quick way, but nice done. You know, I definitely enjoyed the two actors. The kid is great, so well done, director. Definitely a good story, a good message, even the cinematography felt really good, audio really good. I mean, in general, everything was very well put together. If I have to give you a little critique to the film, right? And honestly, I feel it's just great. But personally, I'm very attached to the music in any film, right? So I always pay attention to that. It would be just that, maybe a little develop of music through the piece itself. Good start. It's got that little tone of piano, and then as the kid reveals his problem, right? Then you can make it a little more sentimental because you're trying to reach into the people's heart with that message. But overall, I still felt it, and I still was able to connect with it. So I feel like great job. Now, as far as what's next, is a film called Ojo por Ojo, is Eye for an Eye, and it's from Ecuador, so enjoy.
¿Dónde estoy? ¿Qué fue lo que pasó? ¿Recuerdas algo? Hello, Ma. ¿Qué pasó?
Mijo, ¿ya vienes?
Te dije que tenía que trabajar. ¿Estás bien?
Tranquilo. Tranquilo. Estoy bien.
¿Ya te tomaste las pastillas?
No. Ya se acabaron ayer. Pero no te preocupes, no quiero ser una molestia.
No. Basta, no digas eso. Por favor. Mira, lo que vaya a la casa, te compro unas más, ¿ya? Yo me tengo que ir. Te llamo después, tengo que colgar. Chao. Cálmate. Tranquilo.
¡Suéltame!
Solo intento ayudar.
¡Suéltame!
Tranquilo. Respira.
¿Quién es usted?
Estuviste mucho tiempo inconsciente. Intenta relajarte.
Me duele la cabeza.
Parece que te dieron un buen golpe.
¿Cómo me encontraste?
Escuché gritos, salí a ver y te encontré. ¿Qué te pasó en el ojo? Tómalo. Es bueno para el dolor. Es una larga historia y no me gusta hablar de eso. Mi mamá. Tengo que ir a ver a mi mamá. No. Tengo que ir a verla. No es buena idea. Ahora mismo no puedes salir por tu cuenta. Tu mamá puede esperar. Primero tenemos que resolver esto. Vamos a empezar otra vez.
¿Empezar qué?
Tú solo concéntrate en mi voz.
¿De qué hablas?
Escuchaste a alguien entrar por la puerta y entonces...
Me estalla la cabeza.
Entraste a robar. ¿Qué encontraste en el cajón, John?
¿Cómo sabes mi nombre?
Tú me lo dijiste. Recuerda.
Había un frasco.
Sí. ¿Dónde está el frasco, John?
¿Se rompió? El frasco se rompió. Yo lo rompí. Tenía el frasco y...
John.
Sabe que estuve ahí. Me persigue.
¿Está cerca?
No lo sé.
Concéntrate. ¿Puedes continuar?
Ya casi no lo escucho. Creo que funcionó.
¿Crees?
Es que...
Parece que tu plan no resultó.
Veo a alguien.
¿A quién?
A una chica, pero...
¿Aún te persigue?
Escucho demasiado cerca.
Puedo imaginarlo.
¡Ma!
¿John?
¡Ma! ¡Escúchame! ¡Escúchame! ¡Necesito ayuda! ¡Me persiguen!
John, ¿estás ahí?
¡No sé! ¡Estoy en el...
Veo que no pudiste llegar más lejos.
No debiste hacer eso.
John. ¿Ahora ya me recuerdas, John?
¿Qué me hiciste?
No se supone que debías estar aquí.
Espera. ¿Qué significa eso? Oye, mira, las cosas que te robé, no las necesito. Te lo juro, no, te las devuelvo. Pero... Mira, no le voy a decir a nadie, no voy a volver por aquí, te lo prometo, en serio.
John, si te quedas quieto, vas a hacer esto mucho más fácil para mí. Solo quiero que me devuelvas lo que me pertenece.
No, por favor.
And there you go. That was Ojo por Ojo, all the way from El País de Ecuador. That was a little bit of Spanish. I'm from Puerto Rico. Anyway, guys, this film, I really like it, honestly. I thought it had a pretty unique twist with it all. Like, you see the picture of the girl, and then you see the girl at the end with her missing eye in the backyard. I really like how when John is being chased through the house, you see the feet of the guy chasing him, his shoes, his jeans. And then you see that with him when he wakes up, like that's the guy helping him out, you know? And there's just little hints of that, like when you see his jacket, you see his jacket in real time. When he was going like, you know, what did you break? What did you break? That was the one thing he concerned about, not American bills, not his wallet, it was the eye that he broke, which it kind of looks like he already took it from a girl. And then he took it from John after breaking the eye from the girl. And where the heck did they get like a fake eye like that? I thought it was pretty unique.
Okay, Scott, let's ask our creators from other countries what it's like filmmaking where they're from and how they do it.
I want to know.
Me too.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Yo soy Johnny Romero.
Y yo soy Yajaira Chasi, somos los creadores de Ojo por Ojo.
Y Roommate.
Y los saludamos desde Ecuador.
Mi género favorito es el terror y el suspenso. Creo que son géneros que se manejan mucho desde lo desconocido, tanto para los personajes como para el espectador. Más que manejarlo desde un susto que te salta a la cara o algo, creo que es más interesante construir una atmósfera y un ambiente que sea perturbador.
Mi género favorito sería ciencia ficción y musical, porque bueno, ciencia ficción me gusta explorar bastante lo que son las teorías, como si es que existe vida en otro planeta y asimismo como los viajes en el tiempo. Y musical porque me gusta mucho la danza.
Me gusta mucho el cine de David Cronenberg. Él crea mundos distópicos, pero de una manera muy perturbadora y bizarra. Tiene unos elementos demasiado adelantados a su tiempo. Sin embargo, mis cineastas favoritos son Ari Aster y Robert Eggers. Son dos cineastas que están trayendo una nueva ola para el cine de terror que ya está un poco gastado. Y lo abordan más desde la atmósfera, desde la lentitud, la evolución de los personajes y una buena historia.
En directores podría hablarles como de Javier Dolan, que es un cineasta bastante joven y creo que eso es lo que a nosotros los jóvenes también nos inspira para seguir haciendo cine. Y también puede ser Coppola o también Luc Besson, que Bueno, él es un gran director también y una de mis películas favoritas, que es El Quinto Elemento. Entonces pienso que yo puedo como que tomar ciertas cosas de cada uno de ellos.
Lo que me gusta es como más bien crear una atmósfera elegante, oscura, una atmósfera que te sumerja desde lo desconocido. Algo que me gusta trabajar es más la evolución de los personajes. Siento que en el cine de terror o suspenso las actuaciones son un poco subestimadas. Siento que las actuaciones pueden potenciar una buena historia, hacer que la película sea mucho más llevadera, más allá de cualquier efecto externo.
Y bueno, no es por ser muy patriota ni nada de eso, pero sí, a mí me gustaría rodar en mi país porque siento que hay muchos lugares en los que podríamos aprovechar todo el paisaje que nos da Ecuador, porque estamos tan cerca de muchas cosas. Por ejemplo, de nuestra ciudad, que es Quito, a 1 hora y media más o menos, ya estamos como que cerca de un volcán, y 5 horas más allá ya llegas a la playa. Entonces, tan cerca los lugares y las locaciones que, no sé, eso podríamos aprovechar bastante.
Sí, para mí también Ecuador es un lugar que tiene mucho que ofrecer, tanto visualmente como locaciones, y también, bueno, siento que nuestro cine está como un poco opacado y sería muy bueno darle esta oportunidad a nuestro país de filmar una película que sea interesante para el público en general y nada, que nos catapulte y nos ponga en el mapa del cine a nivel internacional.
Muchas gracias al equipo IFO por permitirnos poder expresarnos y hacernos conocer un poco más.
Y también por crear estos espacios para los nuevos cineastas independientes, y esperamos que sigan creciendo en los próximos años. Chao.
Hola.
Soy yo, Antonio. La verdad, ya han pasado ya 2 años. 2 años buscando. Y me siento igual. Tú eres mi casting perfecto.
Antonio.
Flor, vuelve conmigo.
Lo siento, pero ya es tarde para los dos. Adiós.
Bueno, el estilo de película internacional que de pronto me gusta mucho es la forma narrativa en la que Tarantino maneja sus historias. Me parece fabuloso el hecho de donde él coloca la cámara y el ritmo que le da a la actuación que hay en cada escena. Ejemplo, Los 8 más odiados. Bueno, mi cineasta o actor favorito podría ser uno que me atrae mucho es Johnny Depp. Él me encanta a nivel de actuación por su versatilidad, por su manejo de personajes, por su creación, porque no se queda en el estereotipo. Bueno, realmente no he definido el aplicar un estilo internacional. Siempre trato de basarme desde mi propio estilo, de lo que me toca las fibras al poner una cámara en alguna escena, pero creo que podría vincular cosas adaptadas de Tarantino, que me parecen muy interesantes. Incluso hay unas cosas ya de otro cineasta que me llaman mucho la atención en el uso de la fantasía, como son las de Tim Burton. Bueno, creo que mi ópera prima sí o sí la tengo que rodar aquí en Colombia, porque siento que pues es un respeto para con mi país. Aquí es donde me formé como cineasta, donde he proyectado miles de historias, y además que siento que tengo una misión respecto al cine en mi país, y es crear una nueva forma de realizar cine. Creo que el cine aquí se ha encaminado como por el mismo estilo y ahorita está despertando el sector cinematográfico, creando nuevos lenguajes, por decirlo así.
Espero me alcance la vida para pagar todo lo que debo, aunque yo sé que mi deuda no se trata de dinero.
Hola, Leito. Hola, Leito. ¿Qué más, Leito? Vaya, Leito, vaya.
Buena.
Sí, buenas.
Ah, pieza sencilla.
Sí, claro. Registre, por favor. Al fondo a la derecha queda la habitación. Leito, venga. ¿Va donde don Alirio? Y me paga un pan de arroz que le debo y que me fíe otro pedido.
¿Qué, Leito? ¿Qué lo pusieron a hacer ahora? Gracias, por fin me mandaron el saldito.
Recordando que es una artista que con cada tonada nos aleja un poco de la situación actual del país. Continuamos con la música llanera, pero sin antes recordarles que deben acercarse a la alcaldía del pueblo para
Mamá. Respira, mamá. Cálmate, respira. Ya te traigo medicina. Ya te voy a traer medicina.
Vaya. Fuera. Y la alcaldía no me da ni mierda para yo dejarle pegar acá esos panfletos.
A Lirio no le puedo seguir fiando. Usted me debe, hermano.
No, sí, vengo a pagarle. Además, debía de ayudarlo.
Que lo ayuden los que lo dejaron así. A mí que no me joda.
Bueno, venga, le pago y me vende otro frasquito de esto.
Venga, Leito, ¿qué le pasó? Venga, lo ayudo. Venga, Leito. Pero, Leito.
¿Qué? No le queda nada. Todo ha subido, hermano.
Sí, cuesta que por fin le entró algo, ¿no? Quedamos a pases.
Venga, vamos a entrar un ratico.
¿Quiere que entre un ratico, sí, Juan? Sí. La próxima vez, págueme primero. Mire, doña Marta, cóbrese lo de la noche anterior.
Disculpe, doña.
Sí.
¿Ya que me puede cambiar la habitación? Que no me gustó. No, ¿sabe qué? Muchas gracias.
Ya.
¡Acción!
Empiezas a pegar, lo pegas rápido para que la tos no frene a Leito, porque Leito. Corta.
Scott, if you remember last film festival, we had a participant who submitted with us the short film casting call. His name is Ignacio Guillermo Arreola. Let's find out in what project he's working right now.
I want to know.
Oh yeah.
Hello, my name is Ignacio Vidal and I'm a filmmaker. I like telling stories and I have a lot of stories to tell. So the best way I found to do that is by doing it in audio and video. Right now I'm working on a feature film. It's called Parlous and it's actually an anthology. I'm working with a very large group of filmmaker friends and it's going to consist on several stories based on Edgar Allan Poe short stories and urban legends. They're gonna all be bound by a main story, but it's gonna be a horror anthology, and because I'm a fan of those. But yeah, that's what we're working on, and I'm very excited about that.
All right, guys, let's get into our next film, all the way from India, Depth.
ఏమైంది వినిపిస్తుందా మీకు? ఇక్కడికి ఎలా వచ్చావు? 1 సెకండ్ నేను వస్తున్నా అండి. ఆండి భయపడకండి, నేను మిమ్మల్ని సేవ్ చేస్తానా అండి. ఒక్క నిమిషం టెన్షన్ పడకండి. ఆండి 1 సెకండ్ వెయిట్ ఐ విల్ సేవ్ యూ. ఒక్క నిమిషం ఆగు. కూల్ వెయిట్ ఐ విల్ రిమూవ్ ఇట్. వెయిట్
All right, we're back, and that was Death. I really liked it. Really cool story. Simple, straightforward. One thing that I like about it a lot, it's because of the main actor. I think he did such an amazing job by himself. You just have the environment, just reacting to the environment, to create tension, to pull the audience in there, to realize what is going on, what he's doing, what is happening to him. I thought that was really amazing. I wish, they did some more work on the camera part. Doesn't mean that this was great. It was actually great. The cinematography was all right, but I wish they did more of, push in, But the fact that they did that on iPhone, man, that was an amazing job, And I like the story. You know, there's no dialogue, there's no talking, there's nothing in it, but you just get to, you know, witnessing this guy going on about trying to figure out what is happening to him, only to realize, you know, he's in his living room doing drugs. That is pretty intense. So yeah, I really liked it. Wow. And the next one we're gonna be watching is called Food Fakes from the UK. I'll see you then.
Miss Peterson, it's time.
That won't happen. I know you can do this. We can do everything we can to get you ready. Your mother said she...
It's not for her.
Sorry. Okay, look. I understand, but it's not good to expect results too fast. We have to work at our own pace.
But I haven't got time for that. The 30th is my last chance. I've already cancelled twice.
I know. Look, I'll do the best I can. Coming here is the first step. I'm going to keep trying.
I have to.
Good. Great. That's all we need.
Can I help? This is a great one. First pressing. We've got Lionheart and Hounds of Love in stock as well. Where are my manners? I'm Ben. You are?
Sorry, I can't.
It's okay.
Stupid.
You can stop now.
Oh, I can't even.
You don't have to relive it. Okay?
I'm just.
Not there now.
It's just still so hard to.
I know. It's really difficult.
I'm doing my best. I'm doing the breathing exercises and everything. I'm doing everything that you've told me to do.
Which is good.
But it's not working. I can't even go to a shop like a normal person. I'm ridiculous. I mean, who can't even do that? And why can't you help me?
Social anxiety can only be cured from within. That can only help you help yourself.
Pointless. I walked up and down outside 5 times. It took me 20 minutes to build up the nerve to go in.
But last week you couldn't even do that. We have to keep pushing.
You don't know.
It's not my first rodeo.
It's hopeless. Might as well just end it all.
Don't say that. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. It's just... Look, I'm here for you. I'm not going anywhere. So please don't either. Okay?
Okay.
We'll carry on talking and we'll figure it out. I'm going to come up with something else to try. I promise. Time to bring out the big guns, so to speak.
So I've made a decision. I'm gonna try.
There is no try.
Very funny.
So the idea is, you're going to take this banana for a walk.
I don't get it.
It's easy. We're taking the banana for a nice walk. See what reactions we get.
I can't do that.
It's pretty simple.
But what if someone sees? I'd rather die.
That's kind of the point. Oh, apart from the dying bit.
So you just want me to make a fool out of myself? I thought you understood me.
It's just an exercise.
I don't want to walk with a banana. I look like a crazy person.
It won't be that bad. And the point you're telling yourself is you don't care what other people think. Oh, and by the way, mental health professionals try to avoid the word crazy.
It is crazy, and I do care what people think.
To get better, you're going to have to face that fear. Risk something to survive it. Hope. Look at me. Breathe. You can do this.
I can't. There's too many people.
It's about desensitizing. I promise you, nothing will happen. Yes, it'll be hard. And people might look at you, but that's all they're going to do. I need to show you that other people's opinions don't matter.
You don't understand. I can't.
I'm here with you. We'll do it together.
Sorry, I'm really trying. I'm sorry, I can't. I'm sorry.
Hope! Damn it! Hope, come back! Idiot. You had to push, didn't you? She's not with you? No, I was just checking in. No, nothing. I'm sure she'll be fine. Okay, bye-bye. Please be all right.
You don't understand. I can't.
I know you can do this.
There's far too many people around.
If you're going to get better, you have to face that fear. Risk something to survive it.
Can't. I just can't.
Nice banana.
Very interesting short film here. I definitely enjoyed it as well. It's a little bit more complex than I expected in a positive way. You know, multiple locations. I mean, it's multiple characters and different things happening. She's a piano player. She's also having this psychological problem. And it's a little bit interesting how the fruit comes into place to offer a solution to what she's going through. And this is very interesting. I love the cinematography on this, the direction as well. I really liked it. The story is also good, easy to follow. If I have to say something about it that I might critique, could be there was only, and honestly I feel like it was exposed and well exposed, but I felt like maybe showing a little bit more the actual source of the problem would have give you a little bit more. So I felt like I didn't get that solid that's why she's like that, right? Where it's the scene where she's in her bed and the parents or someone she lives with are fighting in the background. It would have been interesting to maybe bring up a little bit the tone there, you know, somehow maybe presenting the two people fighting, or actually get her to react to that a little bit more in relationship with the problem that she's having, right? She did it a little bit, I felt, but it was not as strong. That could have been a good peak of the film. In my perception, in reality, I felt like it still was there and it made the point. Like I said, congratulations, amazing short.
नवीन कल से तुम्हें यहाँ आने की जरूरत नहीं है। ये लो किताबें और स्कूल जाओ। चलो अब जाओ।
यार चले फ्लाइट का टाइम हो रहा है.
With that being said, guys, let's go to our next film, all the way from UK, Hangman.
Okay, way back, and that was the Hangman. I like it. You know, it was really cool. I like the settings. You know, pretty simple. A guy who was just trying to study. You know, go through his thing, and then everything started happening around him. I thought the acting was good. You know, acting was really good. The tension was built properly. You know, and the lighting. Well, you know, I kind of like it too. You know, I like when the light went off. You know, and only had that flashlight. I think that was the best part for me, because with only the reflection of the flashlight, it bounced on him, and you can see him going around, and that was perfect. That was really well done, and I liked it. But hey, you know, that devil, the demon, he cheated on it. That I didn't enjoy it. I did not like that. He cheated on him. Should have let him build the whole thing up. You know, both of them going back and forth before he actually revealed. He was just ready to kill him. So no. Okay, all right. So yeah, that's the end of our film, and let's run it back to our host. All right.
Scott,
Yes.
it's time.
Yes, it is. We just saw all the official selections, and now we're going to the awards. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do this.
For our third place, Lift from India.
सब कुछ मेरे पे डाल दिया ये मेरे को पता नहीं लेकिन हाँ कुछ तो हुआ था वहाँ पे
मुझे बस से गली पार करवा दो भैया थैंक्स फॉर द लिफ्ट
Thanks to you, दोस्त.
And our second place winner goes out to the guys from OJO por OJO. Good job, guys. It was a great film.
Ahora ya me recuerdas, John. Sabe que estuve ahí.
Show me how to slow down, 'cause I've been going too fast for my own good. बनूं उड़ती फिरूं मस्त गगन में आज मैं आजाद हूँ दुनिया की चमन
And the first place for the international film competition is The Fruit Fix from UK. Congratulations.
That won't happen. I know you can do this. We can do everything we can to get you ready. Your mother said she...
It's not for her.
Sorry.
Sorry, I can't.
It's okay.
Stupid.
You can stop now.
I can't even.
Welcome back, folks. This was the International Film Operation First Festival. I want to thank you for being part of us. Thank you for following us. Thank you to all the filmmakers, all the creators who submit with us. Thank you for trusting us, and we're going to keep making more for you, the filmmaker. Anything you want to say, Scott?
Well, thank you so much for all that submitted, and we appreciate your work, and we can't wait for next time. So make sure to put your film into our festival, and yep, we can't wait to see you next time.
Take care.
Thank you, Scott. Thank you, all of you. Thank you, all the crew. And thank you for trusting us. We are International Film Operation. See you soon.